Mira's hands tightened around the controls of the Starblade as she approached the Orion Nebula, a colossal cloud of gas and dust illuminated by the birth of new stars. The nebula's vibrant hues of red and green painted the vast canvas of space, a stark contrast to the inky blackness surrounding it. This stellar nursery, located approximately 1,350 light-years from Earth, was not only a breathtaking spectacle, but also a region teeming with cosmic activity. Her onboard computer crackled to life. Warning: high-energy radiation detected. Navigational systems may be compromised. Mira took a deep breath, recalling Orion's parting words. Your strength comes from within. She had to trust herself now, more than ever. As she ventured deeper, the ship's sensors picked up an anomaly, a faint signal pulsing rhythmically from within the nebula. It was unlike any standard beacon, almost organic. Could this be what Orion hinted at? She mused aloud. Suddenly, the Starblade jolted violently. Mira's eyes darted to the displays. 3 unidentified vessels, emerging from the nebula's dense clouds, their designs sleek and unfamiliar. A transmission crackled through, heavily distorted. Unidentified vessel, state your purpose. Mira hesitated before responding. I'm Mira. No harm intended. Just seeking answers. There was a pause. Then, prepare to be boarded. Her heart raced. Flight wasn't an option. The nebula's interference rendered her ship's systems sluggish. She had to rely on diplomacy and perhaps her newfound abilities. The airlock hissed open, revealing 3 figures clad in advanced suits that shimmered subtly, adapting to the nebula's ambient light. The leader stepped forward, removing their helmet to reveal a woman with piercing violet eyes and intricate markings along her temples. I am Captain Lysara of the Nebula Guard, she introduced, her gaze unwavering. You're either brave or foolish to venture here alone. Mira met her eyes, perhaps a bit of both. I'm searching for understanding about myself and the forces at play in this galaxy. Lysara studied her for a moment before nodding. Come with us. There are truths you need to witness. They guided Mira to their vessel and traversed deeper into the nebula, arriving at a colossal structure, a space station seemingly woven from the nebula's very essence. Its walls pulsed with a gentle luminescence, organic and alive. Inside, Mira was led to a central chamber where a massive crystalline structure hovered, emanating a soft hum. Lysara gestured towards it. This is the heart of the nebula, she explained. An ancient entity that communicates through energy pulses. It's been awaiting someone like you. Mira approached, feeling a resonance deep within her. Tentatively, she reached out, and upon contact, visions flooded her mind. Glimpses of civilizations rising and falling, of cosmic balances maintained by individuals wielding powers like hers. Tears streamed down her face as understanding dawned. She wasn't just a byproduct of experimentation. She was part of a lineage, a continuum of guardians, chosen to uphold equilibrium in the universe. Turning to Lysara, determination burned in her eyes. What must I do? Lysara smiled knowingly. Embrace your destiny. Train with us. The galaxy is on the precipice of upheaval, and your role is pivotal. Mira nodded, feeling the weight of her path ahead. But for the first time, she wasn't running from her fate. She was charging headlong into it, ready to illuminate the darkness with the light she now knew resided within her. As the vessels departed the nebula, Mira felt a profound connection to the cosmos and her place within it. The journey ahead was fraught with challenges, but she was no longer alone. With the Nebula Guard by her side and the legacy of countless guardians before her, she was prepared to face whatever awaited among the stars. Mira stood in the command chamber of the Nebula Guard's flagship, the Eclipse, her gaze fixed on the sprawling holographic star map before her. The Empire's territories pulsed ominously in crimson, their reach extending like a malignant growth across the galaxy. Beside her, Captain Lysara's expression was grave. The Empire's expansion has accelerated, Lysara began, her violet eyes narrowing. Worlds are falling under their control, and resistance movements are being crushed with ruthless efficiency. Mira clenched her fists, the weight of her newfound responsibilities pressing heavily upon her. We can't allow this to continue. What's our plan? Lysara tapped a sequence on the console, zooming in on a particular system. Our intelligence has identified a critical supply line here, in the Virelia sector. Disrupting it could stall their advances and give the resistance a fighting chance. Mira nodded, determination hardening her features. Then let's cut the cord. The Nebula Guard fleet emerged from hyperspace on the fringes of the Virelia sector, a vast expanse dotted with asteroid fields and nebulae that shimmered with ethereal beauty. Mira sat in the cockpit of the Starblade, her fingers dancing over the controls as she coordinated with the fleet. All units maintain formation, Lysara's voice commanded over the comms. We have the element of surprise, let's use it. As they advanced, the Empire's convoy came into view, a procession of massive cargo haulers escorted by heavily armed frigates. The Guard's fleet split into coordinated attack groups, each targeting specific vessels to maximize disruption. Mira's Starblade darted through the melee, her reflexes honed by weeks of intense training. She engaged an Imperial fighter, their ships spiraling in a deadly dance amidst the chaos. Drawing upon her latent abilities, she anticipated her opponent's moves, maneuvering deftly to land a decisive shot that sent the enemy craft spiraling into the void. The battle raged on, a symphony of light and destruction. Despite their tenacity, the Nebula Guard faced formidable opposition. The Empire's forces were vast and well-coordinated, their tactics ruthless. Casualties mounted on both sides, the void of space becoming a silent graveyard for many. Amidst the turmoil, Mira's sensors picked up a distress signal from a nearby civilian transport caught in the crossfire. Without hesitation, she veered off course, racing towards the beleaguered vessel. Positioning the Starblade between the transport and an advancing Imperial cruiser, Mira activated her ship's energy shields, absorbing the brunt of the enemy's assault. She opened a channel to the transport. This is Mira of the Nebula Guard. You're safe now. Prepare for immediate evacuation. The transport's captain responded, his voice laced with relief and urgency. Thank you, Mira. We're ready. Coordinating with a nearby Guard frigate, Mira facilitated the evacuation of the transport's passengers. As the last civilian was secured, she turned her attention back to the battle, just in time to witness an Imperial dreadnought entering the fray. The dreadnought loomed large, its arsenal unleashing devastation upon the Guard's fleet. Realizing the tide was turning, Mira opened a channel to Lysara. Captain, we need to regroup. That dreadnought will decimate us if we don't act fast. Lysara's voice was resolute. Agreed. All units, fall back to Rally Point Delta. We'll reassess and plan our next move. As the Guard's ships began their retreat, Mira lingered, her eyes locked onto the dreadnought. A surge of energy coursed through her, a calling, a challenge. She knew that her journey was far from over, and that her role in this cosmic struggle was only beginning to unfold. Back aboard the Eclipse, Mira stood alongside Lysara, staring out into the vastness of space. The battle had been a setback, but not a defeat. The spark of rebellion still burned, and as long as it did, there was hope. We'll find another way, Mira said, her voice unwavering. The Empire's shadow may be vast, but even the darkest night gives way to dawn. Lysara placed a hand on Mira's shoulder, a gesture of solidarity and trust. Together, we'll bring that dawn. As the stars shimmered before them, Mira felt the weight of destiny upon her shoulders. The path ahead was fraught with peril, but she was ready to face it.